afternoon. That manhunt continues, but in the last few minutes, it has shifted from southeastern New Mexico to the metro. Authorities have been searching for convicted killer Joseph Cruz and Lionel Claw, convicted of shooting at police since early this morning. They both escaped while being transported from Santa Fe to the prison in Las Cruces, but that route took them to the Roswell-Artesia area, where somewhere along the way they escaped. Now, in the last few minutes, police have shifted their focus to Albuquerque after discovering this. These are pictures just released by state police taken inside what appears to be a hotel lobby. We are told they were taken near University and Gibson at about 4:30 this morning. Now, this would have been about 8 hours after the escapees were last accounted for. You can see they are no longer shackled, no longer in their prison jumpsuits. Police are urging anyone who knows where these two are to call 911. Both are extremely dangerous. Both escapees have very noticeable tattoos. As you can see on Claw, on his face, he has a giant feather on his left cheek. Cruz has a 13 smiley on his elbow and skulls on his arm. Now, the big focus in this search was this morning in the Artesia area. Police set up checkpoints and searched every car that passed through. News 13's Cheyenne Cope is live there with more. Cheyenne?
Well, Kim, it's been a nerve-wracking day here in Artesia with people knowing that a convicted killer and another dangerous man could be in their neighborhood. The van that they were in stopped in Artesia for fuel after leaving Roswell about 8:30 p.m. last night. That was the last stop before anyone realized that the men were gone. We've seen state police, Artesia PD, Eddy County Sheriff's deputies, and Border Patrol all out today looking for 32-year-old Joseph Cruz and 29-year-old Lionel Claw. They set up a checkpoint into Artesia. Police were also going door to door checking people's homes. People here in Artesia say it's been a lot of chaos.
It's been really hectic. There's been choppers flying around. Like I said, officers riding double. A lot of Border Patrol units. They want to find these guys.
Now, they had a checkpoint leaving Artesia that has since been taken down. Kim, back to you.
Thanks very much for the update, Cheyenne. Now, to say these guys are dangerous would be a major understatement. That is Lionel Claw in 2007 when he got in a shootout with officers after a chase near Bloomfield. When they finally stopped him, Claw, as you saw, shot right at a deputy through his windshield. The deputy fired back. That shootout lasted for at least 10 long seconds. The deputy was hit by shrapnel. Claw was shot in the head but survived. Now, that was after a long chase through Bloomfield with Claw shooting at officers all along the way. At one point, a state police officer was grazed by a bullet. Now, at the time, the sheriff made it clear how dangerous Claw is.
Anybody who would try to kill as many police officers as Mr. Claw did shouldn't be breathing free air, but that's my personal opinion.
Claw was sentenced to 30 years for that shootout. As for Joseph Cruz, he is a convicted killer who beat and stabbed a man and his girlfriend in Raton in 2005, killing the man. He is serving a life sentence. As the manhunt continues, the Corrections Department is trying to figure out how this could happen in the first place. One thing is clear, people failed to do their job. Here's News 13's Candace Hopkins.
Kim, how this all unfolded remains a mystery right now. The Corrections Department says it's launched an investigation looking internally.
This isn't a matter of an immature system of control. This is a breakdown in a system of control that we have to identify where and how and under what circumstances.
The inmates disappeared during a multi-stop transport. The prison van was headed from the state pen in Santa Fe to the prison in Las Cruces, with a stop in Roswell in between. Officials say the van stopped for gas in Artesia around 8:30 last night and arrived in Las Cruces at the Southern New Mexico Corrections Facility around 1 a.m. Inside the van, there should have been 5 inmates. Only 3 were there. They aren't saying how the 2 escaped from the van, but it's obvious guards had no idea they had gotten away.
We have no direct information in terms of where they might have gone, what they might have done, whether or not a vehicle has picked them up.
Corrections Department says it's common for 2 officers to handle a prisoner transport and that these officers were experienced and assigned exclusively to the transport unit. Officials don't know yet if this escape and getaway were planned. Right now, they're still trying to figure out if the 2 inmates knew each other. Back to you, Kim.
Okay, thanks, Candace. Now, the Corrections Department also waited more than 3 hours to alert the public after they realized there was an escaped killer on the loose. Stay with News 13 for the very latest on this search. We will, of course, keep you posted on any updates on air and online at KRQE.com and also on our KRQE News app.